Hi there, welcome to CrueltyFree Podcast. I'm Connor.
I'm Charlie.
And this is episode 11. We have made it to 11 episodes,
Hey,
Charlie.
yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah. It's super exciting, dude. When we first started, and the few episodes that we had done started out as a little shaky, and the camera is, good old camera over there, what's the word? Blurry and shit. But the first few...
Unfocused is the technical term.
The first few episodes before we really found our voice, I was like, will we get to episode 10? Will there be an 11?
Will we hang out 10 times with a camera?
10 times in 2 months with a camera and a microphone. And you know what? I was right about being able to make 11 episodes.
Good job, Charlie.
Yeah.
Should we break out the cocaine and hard drugs now?
Yes, I got it. No, we don't have cocaine or hard drugs here.
What have I been snorting this entire time?
Baking soda?
Shit!
I replaced all your cocaine with baking soda.
You son of a bitch!
I know, Connor. Dude, you have a problem.
No, I don't have a problem. I'm totally fine with all of my coke use.
Connor, here's your mom. She's coming in here from off screen. Connor, we're all worried about you.
Mom, why did you have to point out you were off screen? We all know.
Because, alright, I have mom stuff to do now. Time to leave.
Time to go listen to Imagine Dragons while I take your brother to soccer practice.
Does your mom listen to Imagine Dragons?
No, that's just a very mom band.
Oh, is it a mom band?
That's a mom band.
I didn't know
They
that.
sound like Coldplay. Another mom band. You know who else is a mom band?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say it. 21 Pilots.
Did Coldplay do In Rainbows?
No.
Is that Radiohead?
This podcast is over.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Guys, I've said some really, there's some, what's the word?
We started this podcast with beef, guys.
We didn't start it. I wouldn't call it beef.
I call it beef.
I wouldn't call it beef. I'd say discretions.
Disgruntlement.
Some indiscretions about Green Day and the albums of Green Day and the songs of Green Day. I said a thing about Blue Oyster Cult earlier that started the whole thing.
And now Coldplay is Radiohead.
And now, I'm sorry, the last Radiohead album I listened to was the one with the bends on it. The one with High and Dry and Don't Leave Me High. It's a good album.
I'm just gonna watch you dig your grave.
Or OK Computer. That's a good album too.
Yeah.
Didn't know In Rainbows was Radiohead.
Clearly.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Why are we here, Charlie?
First of all, we have to put on our best accents for as long as we can.
Oh, yes.
And have...
Porque, hombre?
And we're having a little cruelty-free formal meeting.
Formal meeting!
Or CFFM, as it will be abbreviated in the title.
We're just gonna call it a formal meeting.
Yes.
Yes. Now, Charlie, why are we having this formal meeting?
We would, I believe, like to clarify, not simply for ourselves...
Not for ourselves.
But the viewers...
You 3 Indian guys, and you 18 to 24-year-old women.
We love you 3 Indian guys. Sorry for what this accent did to your people.
Oh, fuck.
And
shit.
And also to clarify, for future podcasts, what we are all about.
What our vision of Cruelty-Free Podcast shall be going forward.
Yes. The rules, I feel, we should lay down really quickly, and I feel I feel like we could lay them down in 3 simple rules.
Yes.
And excuse me if my accent begins to drift, because I was practicing this the other night. Oh, I wanted to be a Southern lawyer. So I already started out real shitty. I already started out very poorly. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Just call me attic. No, it's gonna go back and forth now. Rule number 1 is honesty.
Honesty, yes.
Be honest, because what cruelty-free comedy is all about is honesty. That's what's funny.
It is hilarious.
The real world is funny. Horrible things are funny. But being truly honest allows us to not think too much.
Indeed.
And it's when we think too much that we get really locked up into things, and the bits die, and we're not making good content for the beautiful people.
We don't want
we
don't want to say random things that aren't funny.
Because it's a radio show.
Exactly, and
Yes.
that's what Cruelty-Free Podcast is.
The bits are organic.
Indeed.
Or rule number 2, be organic.
Organic.
Much like the vegetables we all love to eat.
Or
and
the hippies.
Or the hippies that we all love.
What happened to your southern lawyer?
It'll come back, I guarantee it. Somewhere down the line, I'll forget how this one sounds, and I'll go into the southern the southern lawyer. I think I practice southern lawyer. Nope. What was that? Southern lawyer. Hey, I'm a southern lawyer. What's going on over here?
You want a meatball?
Oh, jeez.
Grits! We're eating grits and gravy tonight!
Get me some lox and schmear. It's delicious. It was your
Howdy.
morning coffee. Rule number 3, you put lox and schmear morning coffee. But the bits are organic. That's what a cruelty-free comedy podcast is like.
Yes.
That is the voice we found for ourselves.
Exactly!
In the 11 episodes.
We haven't been meeting every 2 months to suddenly decide we're going to change everything about this podcast.
Right, and even though we are adding more to our family, the Cruelty-Free Podcast is
As
simply,
well as accents.
as well as accents and sketches and let's plays and all the goddamn internet shit you fucking love.
I'm feeling
What
it.
was the point I was gonna make? I got really hot there.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm coming back to your side, but once we get back to Green Day, I'll be against you again.
I was really hot there for a second. But even though we're adding more to our family and our connection of comedians and
Yes.
content creators,
Yes.
we will still be the same, and I hope forever, the same cruelty-free podcast that we've become.
Indeed, and one day we're going to monetize this entire thing.
Indeed. Rule number 3, there will never be less than 2 people at a time on the podcast.
And it will usually be these two.
And it will usually be these 2, unless one of them is too busy masturbating. Unless one of them succumbs to the polio he's come down with. He's real shaky.
That's polio.
He's really shaky.
I believe that's, whatever the hell Michael J.
Fox syndrome. Yes.
There's
that's
a
the
name
one.
for it. I believe it's Parkinson's.
Parkinson's disease. Oh my god.
Parkinson's.
We were very disparaging to all the folks with Parkinson's out there.
And
just now.
polio.
And I defend all the folks with Parkinson's out there with my jug of sweet tea that is off camera somewhere.
Oh, that
Or-
good old Southern sweet tea.
Or left in a car. It's okay, god damn it.
You leave your flash drive, you leave your sweet tea. What else did you fucking forget in your car?
Oh god, I'd say I forgot all of my inhibitions in the car.
Oh, this podcast
Yeah.
might get a little racy.
Yeah, I gotta not that kind of racy, but the sexual kind.
You did.
No, see? That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. People, dude, I'm saying that I'm trying to. The modern day American might not know that the term racy means all hot and bothered. Okay? I'm just talking to the rule number 4 of the
Rule
Cruelty-Free
number
podcast.
4.
The average American can love it. Because we are good Americans. As evidenced by our southern accents sometimes. and our we don't do any of that. Are we bad fucking Americans?
I feel like I'm a pretty. I mean, like.
You're wearing an all-American shirt. All-American Wrestling body slam shirt.
Hold up. This is a wrestling reference shirt. Easy.
Okay.
I would say I'm not a great American. I have a Canadian flag.
I'd say, what are we basing this on? The definition of a good American by whose terms?
Oh, shit.
Because my definition of a good American, Connor, we're great Americans.
Yeah.
Because we support protests.
Yeah.
And we support civil rights.
Yeah.
And we support feminism.
Yeah.
And we support not sending our sons to die thousands of miles away in some foreign country.
Yeah.
They can't even speak the language. What, 18 is old enough to die for your country, but you can't buy a fucking beer, America?
Whoa, we got very hot there. We got very hot there for a second, Charlie. Back to the formal meeting. Back to the formal meeting.
I was adamantly hot there. I was adamantly hot. Oh, dear sweet Jesus.
My stars and stripes.
Oh, dear sweet Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Toy.
Toy. Yes, now we're Irish.
Oh,
Lord.
potato.
So I've laid down the 3 rules of cruelty-free comedy.
You said like 4 or 5 or 6.
Okay, well, to review them, the 3 that I remember. Honesty. Organic. Was it that we won't change? Is that a rule?
Won't change.
3 rules. One of them more of a concept rather than a rule. It's an ambiguous law, if anything, but we'll stick to it. That's
4. Added content.
Yes, I did make a big deal out of that one.
We want to give you guys the very best that we can do.
Yes, indeed.
Indeed.
We want to, in fact, on that note, we would like to start timers. From now on when the podcast starts instead of 10 or so minutes afterwards.
We are 12 minutes in and you just start the timer.
Well, we're doing very good so far. What is, in your mind, what vision do you have for later? In our careers?
I want to sell t-shirts and merchandise. I want to make money off of this podcast, Charlie. That's the entire point of having a podcast. I am like George Lucas, except I won't see my vision destroyed, even though I'm the one holding it by its throat.
Huzzah!
Yes.
I agree with that.
That was a pretty good character I just did just now.
That was a really good character that you just did. You were really, really warm.
Yeah, indeed.
That was like a nice. Was it an evil lawyer or a good lawyer?
It was a determined lawyer.
Should we be calling ourselves Parliament instead of lawyers? Because I feel like this is a really Western thing.
Well, I mean, you go back and forth between British lawyer and Southern lawyer.
Wait. No, because Parliament passes laws. Lawyers don't really pass laws, but everybody in Parliament is a lawyer?
This is getting way into British politics, and while I am doing a British accent, I do not necessarily understand British politics.
Well, not all congressmen are lawyers, I believe.
I do declare.
They may not all be lawyers over there.
Oh, my stars and straps.
I also would like to monetize at some point in time. I would like to make t-shirts. I feel like this is this grand journey.
Indeed.
That we're going to be taking, and
are you turning into a pirate?
That we're gonna be taking, and
Yarr.
Where it's gonna take us is sketch comedy, live shows.
Mighty.
If we get enough fucking promotion, and if we get enough fucking clout in the local comedy scene, we might even consider touring live.
All right, train spotting.
Eventually. And maybe doing, and as our family grows, we'll have more people for those live shows.
Crikey!
But so far it will be, it will be only us.
Yes.
In the open mic nights that we have planned for the future. We have so much planned for this podcast. This, should I say, company.
Brand is more...
Brand is okay.
is more the real term.
for this brand. And we're good at branding. We've said cruelty-free comedy at least 12 times since
13!
13 times in about 14 minutes. That's 1.5 cruelty-free comedies.
That's a
per minute. 15! Jesus Christ! The utmost, Rule 5, delivering the utmost excellence.
Indeed.
In listening quality. In
Yes.
fact, maybe we should put the audio on iTunes.
That costs money.
Shit! I will look into it and get the facts.
Okay.
Cause how good must iTunes be doing? I mean, they don't need that much money from people. There's people...
Oh yeah, insult them.
No, I mean... No, I love iTunes so much, but they have the money. I didn't insult them, they're rich. I'm complimenting their business acumen. Yeah, how you fucking like that? You like that word? That do anything for you? Acumen?
Acumen.
In an accent? God damn it, man.
We're too good.
We are too good. Besides the accent of this formal meeting, this has been a very good, our voices have been quite formal.
Indeed.
Yes, it has been a meeting of the minds.
There we
Good
go.
sir.
Handshake, formal.
Formal.
I call this formal meeting, where we discussed the future of this podcast to a close.
Oh, wait! I would like to add on to the docket.
You need to say objection.
Objection to that. In a formal way.
I'll allow it.
I think sometimes on the podcast we could add little, when we have more people on, little games, such as perhaps playing little card games.
Oh.
As was brought up by by Justice Connor the other day.
That's me.
Perhaps in the future, audiences should expect improv scenes.
Ooh, shit.
Or improv scripts
Oh,
for fake
fuck.
movies as seen on the We Hate Movies
This
podcast.
is probably not one of our...
Which, skip to the end, watch the emoji one first. That one's better. But for an example of improv scripts, the ending of that one is golden. And I
Indeed.
really enjoyed that one. Perhaps things like... make your own anime right now.
Oh my God.
Zoom in on character. We do voices. We play characters. We come in really good cunt shit that I am excited about. All in favor for these things. Yay!
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 Nay.
Shut the fuck up!
There's a ghost in your house. Jesus Christ, we gotta get out of here. If anything, lawyers believe in ghosts more than anything.
It's our number one fear, is ghosts.
Oh,
Don't
jeez.
like them.
I ain't gonna... Get me out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. That's us running. That's where if we had Final Cut Pro...
Or
I
fucking
could,
green screen.
I could get us and we... Yeah. Oh, that'd be perfect. One of these days, rule number 6, eventually get Final Cut Pro.
Yes.
I'm actually looking into getting that right now.
Ooh.
Yes, so...
Maybe that should be number one since you're
Yes,
doing it
maybe,
right now.
Well, in the near future.
All right, now,
Yes.
if anyone else has anything to say...
Charlie, this is enough.
I call this formal meeting to a close.
Hurrah, 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 hurrah. God damn, dude, we're good at podcasting, we're good at comedy, we're good at talking, we're good at music sometimes,
Oh.
we're even good at fucking formal meetings, man.
And doing bits at the gym.
Yeah, and doing bits at the gym. So we've been working out, as you can plainly tell,
Oh.
by the revealing clothes that I'm wearing today. As you can see, it doesn't have arms on them. I cut off the sleeves of this shirt to make sure everybody knew I was working out.
Show off your guns, Charlie.
To show off my guns.
Show
Here's
off
my,
your guns.
Here's my guns. They're in frame. I think that's the wrong gun. There's this one. See, I can't even take
my
my shirt
God.
off because it's just, look at that gun.
Look
and
at
it's
that
just
gun.
look at that. God. Cannibals, you wouldn't be able to eat this because it would be far too tough.
Oh, you'd have to cook it forever.
You'd have to marinate it for at least 2 days. It's really just, it's really tough. Just like me, I'm a tough guy.
You are a tough guy.
And I've really been liking going to the gym. It's really fun. I haven't gone to the gym in like 2 years as because my last gym partner joined the Air Force, and God, I miss him.
See, my gym partner would try to give me tips, and if I wasn't following those tips exactly the way they were giving it to me, they would get really upset, and they would take it personally, and it kind of ruined going to the gym for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How upset on a scale of 1 to 10?
10. Like, personal, we're talking about it later at the apartment.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
That is really personally.
Yeah, dude.
That's like 0 to 60 real quick,
yeah,
man.
exactly.
Well, I'm not like that.
I know, it's great.
Yeah, dude. God, I just, I'm a real simple guy, man. I like, I do cardio.
Mm-hmm.
I lift some weights.
Yeah.
How are you, wait, what's the proper way to do these things? Can you give me an example
There
of
are
things?
forms and stuff to lifting weights and stuff like that.
Wait, so were you doing free weights or a machine?
She wanted me to do... They wanted me to do free weights, but no.
Really? So, okay, so you weren't listening to the free weight technique or the technique on the machines
The free weight technique.
Okay. Well, shit, that's a little annoying.
Yeah, dude, it kind of ruined going to the gym for me.
Is it, why did they want to do free weights so much?
Because
you get a better pump or something?
bodybuilding, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay. And do you want to be a bodybuilder?
No.
Okay, you just want to be fit.
Yeah.
You want to be fit enough to fucking jump off those high ropes, right?
Right.
Get off of the turnbuckle. I know that.
Don't do it.
Or other terms that are consistent in sports, right? I want to do it so I can be a professional baseball player.
Really?
Yeah.
For real?
I'm telling the fucking truth.
Do it.
Yeah. Do you know who I'd want to play for? The Washington Nationals.
Why?
I don't know, man, because I like them. They have a cool uniform. I have a really bad, bias when it comes to sports, because I know nothing about being good at them, even though I played baseball for a lot of my life, half my life. I usually go by a uniform. The Green Bay Packers, I only like them because they're uniform, dude. It's green and yellow and white. I
almost joined the Freemasons for the ring. I wanted the ring.
Dude, fuck yeah, right?
I was going to join a cult for the ring.
No, not just a cult that runs the world. You could have
for the ring.
For the ring. Yeah. It's you're like president one day, and they're just like you have to sacrifice this child to Satan to keep being president, and you're like, you look at the ring and you're like, okay. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay. I sure do love this ring.
Jesus Christ, can you imagine? That would be one of the best. I think that would be one of the best.
I did it for the ring.
Short stories.
My autobiography is I did it for the ring.
If you write like a fictional little short story, like a 30-page short story, that would be the perfect twist at the end.
See, like, I'm really glad I have my facial hair back, because I can just, like, pet it while you're talking. I'm just like...
Yeah. Dude, so I'm gonna talk about neckbeards later, after we talk about going to the gym, because we have a whole thing about that.
Yeah!
But I'm really pissed off about it, man, because I tell my parents all the time, and it might be mean. I don't know if I'm, like, bullying my parents when I say it, but I'm like, dude, I got my genes are all fucked up.
You got gypped in the facial hair department, dude.
Yeah, dude. My genes, because my mom had me very late, and my dad was quite elderly when I was conceived. And I'm pretty sure scientifically it would tell you that the older you are, the least... the least good genes you have in you. That's why you're not supposed to have kids when you're really, really old, because your children will have a higher chance of having, like, defects and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And so I was one of my mom's last eggs, okay? And maybe, I don't know, if my dad would have gotten another wife, my dad had some wives that he didn't know about. Oh, no, that we didn't know about, that we ended up finding out about later. And I was like, damn, my dad was going all over the fucking country, man. Born 1935, probably lost his virginity when he was 16 because he's badass like that. Got fucking married.
What a great my dad is my hero story.
He's my fucking hero. He has a PhD in composition and he slays pussy. All over the place.
You should make that shirt for your dad.
That's a shirt. I'm gonna make that my shirt. World's greatest dad, PhD in slaying pussy. He'd love that. He would love that.
Oh no way.
My mom would think it was very funny. They would both love that shirt.
Do they watch the podcast?
Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. So, that means it'll be a surprise when I give him the shirt. But I ended up being like 5'7" if I'm being generous. I lie on my ID. I say I'm like 5'9". I've seen people that are 5'9". I'm not 5'9", which is very disappointing. I got my grandfather's hairline, and it's really bad. I got like
You just gave away what's under your hat.
No, it just stops at like this widow's peak that like can't fucking. It just isn't. First of all, widow's peaks aren't cool. You have a perfect hairline. I love your hairline, for fuck's sake. It's really good.
Oh, stop.
I think the one good gene I got was good teeth. I have some pretty good teeth, but I hate wisdom teeth so much.
Did you get yours removed?
Not yet.
Ugh.
I only need one removed.
Good luck.
Though. The other 3 grew in perfectly.
Fuck
It's
you.
just that one's all fucked up. Dude,
Fuck you.
I'm going to tell you.
Fuck you.
Caleb, his jaw, he has a tinier mouth than normal people. When he was a kid, he had to get like 10 of his teeth removed.
Yeah.
Just out, like adult teeth, so that his teeth would fit in his mouth.
That's sad.
That's all fucked up,
That's
right?
fucked up,
To
yeah.
have a tiny mouth like that? God. Porn makes it seem like beneficial, but it's not. You need all your teeth, guys. Don't get better mouths, humans. Anyway, so my genes are all like fucked up. What was I talking about? What got me into this? I got really distracted when I talked about my dad plowing.
Your dad slaying pussy.
Slaying pussy all over the place.
Fuck. Basically about how you being born, how the way you were born fucked you over.
Right.
In terms
I
of
was
your
gonna
appearance.
neck beard, right. And my facial
But we were
hair
talking
is
about
my
the gym.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to that 1 minute. My facial hair, really bad as far as the genes thing goes. My 2 brothers, my other 4 brothers, sure, Peter lost his hair, but he's taller than me. Every time I say that, my parents are like, no, he's not. He wears boots to make him taller. And I'm like, fuck no, he could take off the boots and he'd still be taller than me. Thomas, he's like fucking 6.5 feet tall. He's tall as shit. My 2 brothers on my dad's side, Adonises. I swear to God. They're like 6'5", they're bald, but they shave their heads. No hair. Hairless fucking human beings.
You keep giving away what's under the hat.
No, they have they have their head shaved. Hairless human beings, they can't grow hair. I'm convinced. Nowhere on their body is their hair. They're fucking shredded. They're shredded. And my parents are like, "Oh no, it's because they've been athletic their whole lives and they work out and try." And I understand that. But damn it, they have drive to be shredded Adonises. Those are my brothers. Those are the people that I look at and I'm like, I could have been that.
You can still be that.
I know, but I'll be a 5'7" version of that with fucking hair going down his chest.
Just get rid of the fucking...
Get rid of it? Then what do I have?
A great personality.
A chin step. Thank you, Connor. So said every person I met during blind dating. Awkward thing, dude. I went to a sci-fi comic convention at Albuquerque Comic Expo.
Yeah.
Back when it was Ace instead of Albuquerque Comic Con.
Yeah.
And they do sci-fi speed dating there.
Oh,
and I did
gross.
sci-fi speed dating, and I ran into an ex. and that was really fun.
How'd it go?
And it almost went really well. And it almost went really well for about 3 weeks, until after 3 weeks they realized that they hated me. And I was like, understood.
Is that what they told you? I hate you?
No, it's just we were really flirtatious and we're like really like wanting to do stuff, until 3 weeks later when she was just like, actually, never mind. I kind of am reminded now out of the blue why you're such a piece of shit.
Oh, God. That's rejection.
And so it was pretty... We still communicate, but we're not... I don't know if we would be compatible. I'd give it another try, but then again, I've been single for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
I'm terribly alone.
Do you want a pizza?
Do I want pizza? Maybe I'm eating eggplant parm in a few hours.
I'm just undoing all of our gym stuff today.
Oh, okay.
Like, I want to work out today.
Yeah.
I really want to work out, but part of me is just like, I've been working out all week. I can work out tomorrow.
Yeah. But because it's so fun. I mean, okay, so on the gym thing is that we, just to kind of key everybody in, is that we are two of the funniest people on the fucking planet.
Oh, we're fucking hilarious at the gym.
And for some reason, we can't turn it off. And I'm serious. Like, people will say, if this gets more popular, they will hear me say that. They'll be like, they're lying. They turn it on for the cameras. And even though we're capable of having serious conversation,
yes,
we
formal
conversation, as is evidenced by the beginning of this podcast. I'm petting a cat off screen real quick.
She wants to be part of the show so bad.
She's adorable. Oh my god. We just goof around so much.
Yeah.
We just make each other laugh all the time.
All the time. And then I get really competitive with you on the elliptical.
He's very competitive, yes.
That's why I got rid of the calories. Because I was so happy I beat you in miles, but you beat me in burned calories, and I was pissed. I was like, God damn it!
What I find...
That should have been me!
What I find on the elliptical is that when you're running faster, it almost feels as though your legs are lighter.
Yeah.
And so it makes running easier. But then when I try to slow down...
Oh, God damn it, you're my cat!
You're his cat!
Damn it, I'm getting...
Go to him! Oh no, she's...
Don't you dare!
She loves this.
Don't you dare!
She loves this!
Oh
my god! I'm so sorry.
I don't care.
Okay.
She's my cat, I don't need to prove anything.
I know.
So the gym.
Yeah, so you're real competitive. But so when I'm running really fast, it seems easier to run, but then when I slow down, my legs just get so heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this sucks.
Like, I saw that one dude on, not the elliptical, but whatever that other one is.
Stairmasters?
Not the, fuck, dude. Like, those guys on that hill thing, like, I saw that guy
Is it the normal one, right?
No. Like, anyway, so the guy's like, he has his hands off of the things and he's just like using his legs. I was like,
yeah.
Fuck, I can't do that right now.
The treadmill?
No, not the treadmill.
Oh, okay.
Like
Something
the ones
else.
in front of the elliptical.
The bikes?
Not the bikes.
Those are the Stairmasters.
Okay, that one.
I don't know what you're talking. You're gonna have to show me next time.
All right. You want to go to the gym tomorrow?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
If I don't have family things to do, I will go to the gym with you tomorrow.
Oh.
Either way, it's been really good, and I'm hoping to get svelte after I reprise. Okay, wait. Okay, check this out. Can I get svelte and then be... What's his name? The character that I play in Love on Porpoise? Dave. And then I can be Dave, so I will eat again a lot. I'll transform. And then I'll transform back.
Well, I mean, like, because you're also going to be Captain Charlie.
Right.
And I'm trying to envision a fit Captain Charlie. It doesn't work.
Okay, wait, no. So, the way, I think in the timeline, I would be fit Captain Charlie first. And then, Dumpy Dave. That's what they call me.
That's even if Love on Porpoise 2 happens.
Right. Understandable. If it does, then I can get dumpy again.
That it's my Don Quixote
Yeah.
for all you Terry Gilliam fans.
Yeah.
If it happens.
And then I have. Oh, another thing about the gym. Remember, I was bringing up how I'm psychic because I'm tubby and tubby people are psychic, and I was like, I was talking about. For evidence, I was like, oh no, remember that clairvoyant guy, that bald tubby guy from Nathan For You?
Yeah.
And I said bald and tubby. I was like, see, that guy's bald and tubby. And
Charlie, just take the hat off. You keep on giving away what's under the hat.
See, I'm gonna cut that because I'm dropping little hints every now and then. And this is for us because I'm cutting all of that part. Okay? It's hints. I'm dropping hints.
Don't play to the camera if you're cutting it.
I'm dropping hints. And so then I said that.
What a reveal.
I realized that the gym is a very poor place to use the words, hey, that guy's bald and chubby. Because as soon as I said that, like 5 bald chubby dudes walked in front of my machine looking at me. And I was like, oh, shit.
When did you say that?
I said that at the gym, because I was in reference to the fucking... Well, I didn't say, hey, look at that bald chubby guy. I said, hey, that guy from Nathan For You is bald and chubby. But all they heard was bald and chubby guy, and they all just, like, looked at me. And I was like, oh, no.
You jerk.
I was like, ah, shit.
If I get a pizza, will you eat it?
Perhaps. How soon will the pizza be here?
I don't know. We're still doing the podcast. I'm going to order a pizza as part of our podcast.
Okay. Wait. We're only 36 minutes. We're 36 minutes into it. Okay, cool.
We can just gab forever, Charlie.
Sure, yeah. Just get the pizza.
See, I like going to the gym
Yeah.
as I order this pizza. Because it's nice. It gives me something to focus on. I feel accomplished, and I love sweating. I hate sweating at work because I just feel gross.
Yeah.
But like after yoga or working out, I feel like I've accomplished something, I've made something happen, and I feel great after.
Yeah, I felt
Of course,
good.
I need to get that protein powder in me, otherwise my whole body's just like, oh, we're going to shut down on you, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, I felt good. I felt really good, too.
Do you do protein powder after the gym?
I don't do protein powder because I eat protein consistently in my diet. Yeah. No, I'm not saying that. Dude, you just need to eat more beans, dog. More beans and nuts.
I don't like beans.
Well, there you go. That's why you need to eat protein powder.
I don't like beans at all. I've never liked beans.
And that's why you need your protein powder.
Like, I never liked squash.
Mm-hmm.
Squash is gross.
I love it.
It's, like, for me, food is a texture thing.
Uh-huh.
It's a texture thing. If it, like, feels or looks or tastes gross, like I'm biting into, like, mud. Ugh.
Yeah?
Ugh.
You think it feels like biting into mud?
Yeah, dude.
Squash?
It's squishy.
Squash?
It's squishy.
Well, yeah, it's called squash.
I don't like it.
It's delicious.
I don't like it, Charlie.
Squash pasta?
I don't like it.
If there's any food trend I bought into wholesale, it's that squash pasta, dude.
It's Brussels sprouts
It's
for
delicious.
me.
I love Brussels sprouts,
I love
too.
Brussels sprouts.
I think I'd say that I'm a foodist. I love, not like a racist foodie, but somebody who just likes.
Hey, kumquat, read the sign.
I just like all foods except for I've never eaten a pear. Like Charlie Day from Always Sunny, I have never eaten a pear.
You're not missing anything.
I hear they're not great.
They're not great.
I've never eaten a whole mango. I've had mango flavored things, but I've never had a mango.
Yeah. Fruits are like...
Dude, for that supercut that I'm making from the last podcast, I'm totally cutting that out for myself.
No.
That is so funny out of context. It's just for me. Like, and Dylan.
Like...
Yeah. No, anyway.
Like, I like apples.
Yes.
I love grapes.
Yes.
Dragon fruit is my shit.
I've never had it.
I love dragon fruit.
I need to try it.
But, the rest of fruit, I'm just like, I could take it or leave it.
I like,
If I was a pirate, I'd get scurvy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Limes you don't like?
No.
Tomatoes are fruit.
I don't like tomatoes.
You don't like lemons?
I like lemons in my green tea.
Then you wouldn't get scurvy. Dude,
Oh.
there's like, you like oranges?
Yeah, I like oranges.
All you need is vitamin C. There's so many things that give you vitamin C besides like
Well, thank you,
oranges
Charlie.
and shit.
You just showed Pirate Connor he wouldn't get scurvy.
I think Pirate
Yarr,
Connor...
I'm the hypochondriac pirate.
You know what, Pirate Connor? I think you could even eat like mangoes and shit. I think you could even eat bananas and get vitamin C.
Yarr, I don't want to be eating those bananas. They taste bad.
What other... watermelon.
Yarr, I do enjoy a good
I
watermelon.
think you could get vitamin C from watermelon, too.
Pirate fruit meeting.
Yes.
Yarr.
Mm.
You gotta practice your pirate voice.
There's a pirate fruit meeting next to the fruit pirate meeting, and I don't know if I'm at the right one.
Yarr.
Oh, I see. It seems that I am at the right one.
Yarr.
Yarr! I take off my eye patch. I wink at you.
What's the point of the eye patch if you have an eye?
So I can do that and wink flirtatiously at
Oh,
other
yarr.
pirates. Yes.
I'll let
Yarr.
you take a ride on my poop deck.
Oh, I would very much like that.
Gross.
Jack, I have a hook for a penis. That's a joke too. That's a part of
No,
the
it's just
pirate.
a hooked penis.
It's a hooked penis.
You gotta stop masturbating
Just
sitting
going-
down.
It leans to the left a little bit too far.
You're jerking it too hard,
just-
me boy.
I broke it once. It was terrifying.
Gross.
It was very painful.
These guys just went from a formal meeting to talking about pirates masturbating.
Dude, that's the thing. I'm gonna bring it back to food in a second, but speaking of genitalia,
what a sentence.
speaking of genitalia, isn't fucking what sport do you get most like anxious, like nervous for the person doing it? Like you're worried for their lives.
Football, obviously.
Yeah. No, like not maybe. Okay, I'll rephrase that. Irrationally afraid for their lives.
I feel like you have an answer for this question more than I do.
Okay, that's
So,
why I asked.
Yeah,
it.
let's turn it around to
I
you.
wanted to know if I was unique in this way because fucking pole vaulting scares the shit out of me. Every time I see a pole vaulter fucking go up, I'm like,
okay.
fuck.
Shit. What the fuck is it? It's, where they do the snap and jerk, basically.
Yeah, those deadlifts.
No, deadlifting is just where you lift it.
And you're talking about the full.
No, where they squat down, they get ready, and they don't just lift it up, it's they snap up.
Yes, I know what you're talking
That to me is like, oh god.
That also scares me irrationally
Because
because
they don't always succeed.
they don't, and it falls on them, or they fucking shit themselves.
Oh fuck.
Their bodies give out.
Well, I'm just
It's
waiting
like,
to hear
what? Oh yeah, of their spine or
Yeah.
something. Dude, I'm telling you, whenever I see a pole vaulter go up, it's like when it bends, because it bends so unnaturally far, it makes me quiver. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Fuck.
And then when they go over and just kind of gently flick it the other way, I'm like, if you don't flick it the other way, you're gonna be in a hard time, man. But speaking of genitalia, did you see that guy this is old news, that guy in the Olympics? I think he was a Japanese pole vaulter, and he could have won the gold, but he knocked the pole off, and people were like, how the fuck did he do that? It didn't look like he hit the pole at all. And so they had the camera, they're really good cameras, that were close up, and he had a little chub. He had a half chub, and it fucking hit the pole off of the fucking pole.
See, here's how you fix that. You just wear a dance belt.
Yeah. Or do the Texas tuck.
No, dance belt.
Yeah.
You know what a dance belt is, right?
No.
When I first joined Rocky, the Rocky Horror Picture Show Shadowcast.
Keep talking. I think my water's over there.
Oh,
Rocky
exciting.
Horror Shadowcast.
Well, I'm gonna wait for you.
Okay. It was over here. It was over here.
We'll just cut this whole bit out.
No, it's fine.
No.
They can see me get my water and then look
No.
at the audience as they enjoy me.
No.
Well, then I'm going to cut to when they see me watching.
So anyway, when I joined a dance belt, so when I joined the Rocky Horror Picture... Oh my fucking God.
I felt like as awkward of a transition that was deserved that. I deserve this. I'm going to cover up. Rocky Horror Picture Show, go ahead.
Rocky Horror Picture Show Shadowcast, one of the first things they suggested to me was buying a dance belt. Because, you're wearing tight underwear and doing a lot of splits and stuff like that. And if you're a female, not a problem. If you're a male, things like to pop out and say hello to the audience, and the audience is not always 18 and over.
Okay.
So a dance belt just holds your junk in place.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Literally its job.
That's cool, man. He should have gotten a dance belt then. I feel really...
Don't throw up during the podcast.
I almost threw up because of how embarrassed I was for him. I'm just like, oh God. Speaking of food though, and not so much genitalia, even though I could talk more about genitalia if you want.
I know you could, Charlie.
I was talking about vor with my dad earlier. Do you know what vor is?
No.
Vor is like the fetish of consuming or wanting to consume somebody, and it usually takes place, dude, I'm telling you, man. It's usually in like drawings or art form, and so like you see like drawings of people with like cartoon anime usually of like a character with a big old pregnant belly, but then the belly's transparent so you can see the person they ate all snuggled up, all happy in the belly.
How is that a fetish?
I don't know, man.
How the fuck is that a fetish?
But they get pleasure from it,
How?
man. It's like that. It's like there's a cannibalism fetish.
I'm not fetish shaming. If somebody is into that, fine, good for them.
Okay.
But that's dumb.
No, I agree. Whenever I see a vor picture, I just laugh because it's just so silly to me. Like Attack on Titan.
Oh God.
Is like so vor. It might as well be a commentary on vor, but it's not. It's like a political thing. It's fucking weird. But like there was this German police officer, I think he was German, like years ago, who got arrested because he was on a chat forum with this guy, and the guy was like, I would very much like for you to kill and eat me. That would give me gratification. And the cop was like, I would very much like to kill and eat you.
Weird.
That would satisfy me. And so he fucking killed and ate the guy, and he got found out and got arrested. And I assume that the dead guy got some satisfaction from it.
Oh my God.
I don't understand it either, man.
Fucking weird, man.
I don't fucking understand it, man.
How do you what do you do in your spare time, Charlie, where you find these stories?
I'm on the fucking internet. Dude, that was on the news. Like, people talk about that specific scenario all the time.
I live in such a bubble.
In, like, scientific studies and stuff. Because a lot of scientists were like, what would make someone want to be eaten? If any of you are into vor out there, just throwing this out there, why don't you let us know and enlighten us a little bit? Leave a comment. I'm not going to say I'm going to get into vor myself.
Don't.
I probably won't.
Charlie.
But I would like to...
No.
But I would like to know what you think
can't
is so...
eat people.
I'm not gonna... Vor is different than cannibalism in that vor you eat the person whole, which is impossible. You just jack off to it.
Oh my God.
And I'm not gonna jack off to it because it's not sexual to me. But I need to know... I just need to know. I just need information. What, like, of real people? No. But there's definitely vor porn on, like, Google Images or something. You'll find cartoons. Fucking... And it's not even, like, really porn. It's just, like, the person eats the person somehow, and the person inside is, like, really happy about it. And maybe comes. I've never seen them. I've never seen them come. they only get eaten, and that's as far as I go, and I'm like, alright.
Alright, so, I'm at the Build Your Own Pizza.
Okay.
Because we've talked about so many gross things while I've been waiting for this fucking app to load.
That you weren't able to...
And I've almost had my appetite ruined now. Because we're talking about gross...
Yeah. We're going to tell you a regular pizza order, audience, just in case you want to order us a pizza one day.
Yeah, if you want to order us a pizza, we'll put the address in the link below. We won't.
If we're ever at a convention later in our lives, fingers crossed, then you'll know what pizza we want. Would you happen to have a napkin or tissue?
No. Why?
Tissue paper, because I need to blow my nose.
Oh.
I feel something in there that I don't want to scratch.
Go, just toilet.
It's
Use
hurting.
toilet paper.
Oh, okay.
Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. Boop 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 boop. Bloop 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 bloop. 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 Bloop 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 bloop. Bloop 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 bloop. Bloop 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 bloop. And we're back.
Dude, your bathroom's fucking large. I love it.
Yeah, I love my bathroom.
It's way larger than any bathroom I have in my home. I mean, it's so roomy.
Well, it's the only bathroom.
I could fit my own self in there. I can barely fit me in the other two bathrooms at my house. But speaking of, are we gonna say our order out loud?
Well, here's what I'm getting.
Okay, cool.
I'm getting a crunchy thin pizza because I love it.
Mm-hmm.
With garlic parmesan sauce because I love it.
Cool.
And now we're getting vegetables because I'm a vegetarian.
Yum. I love vegetables.
Spinach.
Mm-hmm.
Onion.
Okay.
Because it's my shit.
Yep.
Extra onion.
Yum.
Extra green chili.
Yum.
What else?
I think that's good.
You want some bell pepper or feta?
Yeah.
You gotta pick one.
I'll take bell pepper.
All right.
Because I think I like it better than feta.
And we'll get light bell pepper.
Do you know what I like feta in? Those sweet Greek salads.
I love feta. Feta is really good.
If you get like a Greek salad with a sweet sauce with like raisins or cranberries in it,
Yeah.
and you put feta in that shit and like walnuts, oh my god, delicious! One thing the Greeks did real well is feta and fucking salads.
Hell yeah, dude.
And gyros. I love gyros. I'd have to make you vegetarian gyros, but gyros are delicious. Lamb meat or lamb substitute, vegetable substitute. With tzatziki, best 4-ingredient thing I think on the planet. Yogurt, dill, salt, and garlic. There you go. Olive oil.
Go.
Olive oil if you want it. My god.
I'm going to change the size of the pizza.
Oh, yeah?
Because if we're both eating it, I'm just going to get a large.
Oh, okay. Sure. You could have gotten a medium and maybe not destroy all the working out.
Oh, I've been actually pretty good this week.
Okay.
Like, I've been good with my diet.
This is your cheat day?
Yeah.
Nice, man.
I cut, like, the hardest thing in the world, and everybody at work's commented on it,
Yeah.
is I stopped getting blue cheese dressing with my food.
Right.
And everybody's like, wow, you changed it up. And I'm like, can I live my life? Can a man just live his goddamn life?
Without everybody just noticing when I change my salad dressing preferences.
I like blue cheese, okay? I love it, but I'm trying to lose weight, and I just can't do it right now.
Caesar, you're probably going to be sticking to the vinegary dressings.
Yeah.
The vinaigrettes and whatnot.
God, what is
which
with
are delicious.
this? Just disappointment.
Is your 4G boning you?
My 4G is boning me.
My 4G bones me in this particular corner like every week, dude.
Damn, dude.
It's fucking crazy. It's something about this. It's Samoa Joe.
All right, whoa,
It's
whoa,
the
whoa,
ghost
whoa,
of
whoa,
Samoa
whoa,
Joe.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
No.
If anything, it's my quality shit.
It's Samoa Joe taking revenge on your quality shit. We have to point to that. I like how Samoa Joe's more prominently displayed. Okay, that fucked it up.
Well, yeah, because he's Samoa Joe.
Yeah, he is. Oh, man. Poor guy. How'd he pass?
He didn't pass.
Is he not dead?
No.
Shit, man. I was about to embark on a horrible habit where every wrestler I bring up, I assume is dead.
All right.
Are we gonna fucking get into this right now? Are we gonna
beef.
start power ranking the Green Day shit like we said?
No, we're gonna power rank top dead wrestlers.
Top 10 wrestlers. Okay. Number 1.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Because he's
Number 2.
not dead.
Yeah, and that's what makes him the best, because he was able to live.
That's fucked up.
Number 2.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
3,
Owen Hart.
4,
Eddie Guerrero.
5,
Mr. Perfect.
6.
Oh, God, don't make me say it. Oh, wait, Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes. 7,
Roddy Piper.
8,
Fuck. Andre the Giant.
9,
I don't want to say it.
10.
I'm not going to say it.
China?
China? Yeah, China.
Then I will keep it to the top 9.
Yeah,
because I'm not going to go to
there's
the
the
10th
guy.
one.
There's the guy who
one.
should be on the list, but I'm not going to put him on the list.
God, what a... See, that's the thing. He would have been on the list.
He would have been on the
He
list.
would have been on the list.
All he had to do was take his
Oh, yeah, that's it. That would have been fine.
Hall of Fame immediately.
Boom. But no.
He had to get a little overzealous.
God. Yeah, he got greedy with it. It's like, well, I got more than one bullet or some shit.
And we're done.
So we did have, we had a real beef over Green Day.
Oh,
earlier.
you being a brat. That's what that was.
I'm sorry.
That was you being a brat.
That was me abiding by the #1 rule of the Cruelty-Free podcast.
No, that was you being a brat.
No, that was me being honest and organic.
That was you being a brat.
No.
I'm just gonna get drunker and madder. You brat.
You know it to be true. Well, not for you, because personally, you enjoy those other albums.
Well,
better.
you're wrong.
I may be wrong, but God, it feels so right.
Oh, you just make me so irritated.
I'm sorry. When I'm listening to Blood, Sex, and Booze, it's fucking amazing. When I'm listening to Dry Ice, damn, that's a good song.
See, while I don't agree at all, just due to quality, that Kerplunk and 10,039 are like the favorite albums. Warning is just no.
Yeah,
I think even Green Day would look at you and go, "Thanks, but really?"
they probably would, and I'd be like, "Go play music for me."
And they'd be like,
"No,
"No,
slaves."
you don't."
And then I'd be like, "Okay." But then I would like go to one of their concerts and I'd pay them to play, and then I'd fantasize about it. I'd be like, yes, dance for me.
God, this
dance
took
for me,
way too
Billy
long.
Joe. Yeah,
I'm like, this pizza better be good because that took way too long.
It better be quality pizza for a quality podcast. That's how I looked into the camera there. They really
are we
liked
a quality
it.
podcast?
Yeah, man.
'Cause we're not even technically a podcast.
Well, we're fun. And I feel like that's what makes us quality.
Yeah, but again, we're not even technically a podcast.
Okay, so we're a podcast when we talk about serious things.
We're not a podcast.
What do you mean?
This is a video. Like, you do not listen to our podcast.
Right.
Like, if we were on iTunes, podcast.
There are so many podcasts that have video.
Yeah, no. But this is all it is.
This is a video
You have to
podcast.
listen to us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Which means you have to watch us.
Right.
Not a podcast.
What if they're doing something else while listening to us?
Then yeah, kind of sort of a podcast, but not a podcast.
So we're by your definition of podcast, because my definition of podcast is different.
Dude, I swear to God, if I have to go to the fucking Wikipedia to do the podcast thing.
To look up what is the definition of a podcast?
Yes.
I guarantee you it will have video in there too. Video podcast is the thing that exists.
What are you doing?
The cat's being rambunctious, everybody.
Oh, what a rambunctious cat.
I guarantee you video podcast is a thing.
No, like, okay, a lot of podcasts I listen to have video podcasts.
Right. But they also release on iTunes.
So if we release this on iTunes, then I will agree we're a podcast.
And until then, we are
just two guys talking into a microphone like a podcast, still not a podcast.
I'm calling it a video podcast. In the title, I'm saying Cruelty-Free Comedy, the video podcast.
We'll call it a vodcast. Boom!
Oh! Vodcast! I think that's the first time anybody's ever fucking said that.
I seriously doubt it.
I agree. Let's go to it. Let's get to it right now.
All right.
I'm going to Google
All right.
Okay.
All right.
You know what I'm doing? I'm taking off my hentai, my hentai tab for this. vodcast.
Vod.
Oh, son of a bitch. Another term for videocast, you're right. It's already defined.
Told you.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
I told you.
Okay, you were right. Should I call it the Cruelty-Free Vodcast?
Yes!
Now? But it's already been the Cruelty-Free Podcast for 10.
I know. That's why we need to get on iTunes so we can be Cruelty-Free Podcast.
Okay.
You son of a bitch.
We should have clarified that in our formal meeting. I feel like there would be less contention.
Mistakes were
here.
made.
Yes.
One of the lawyers couldn't figure out if he was from the fucking South or Great Britain.
And will continue to not to not know that. Or from Japan. As maybe in our next formal
firing
meeting.
it up.
Hey, how about this? Every 11 episodes formal meeting.
Okay, so every 10 episodes we guess what's underneath your hat.
Every 11 episodes. So episode 20, What's Under Charlie's Hat. Episode 22, formal meeting. Episode 30, What's Under Charlie's Hat. Episode 33, formal meeting.
31.
No, 33, because every 11 episodes. So 11 episodes from episode 11 is 22.
all right.
And so on and so forth.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good theme.
Okay.
But to bring up something that's actually really serious, that I wanted to talk about is well, first of all, not so serious. There's this artist that's thinking of shooting a I think I can look it up here too. Shooting 100-foot piece of art into space. That'll be visible to the naked eye.
Ooh.
Right?
What about the clothed eye?
And who's that guy?
The clothed eye.
The clothed eye?
Instead of the naked
eye.
eye.
The clothed eye. I thought you said cloth dye, like a tie-dye shirt.
I'm so upset with you right now.
Well, I'm so sorry. I've just been goofing up all day. Today.
Just dropping the
Jesus
ball.
Christ. Jesus Rice? Did I say that? But so that we would be able to see his piece of art from Earth and it's in space.
Ooh.
And the thing is that people are like reacting negatively to this, which I understand. I assume it's like, people say, now that we're polluting the Earth, we need to pollute space. There's space junk and all that jazz and whatever.
Here's why I think it's dumb.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck about your art.
Right.
Why don't we just shoot our podcast up into space, Charlie?
We could do that.
But you know why we shouldn't?
Why?
Because how fucking pretentious is that?
Right. But I understand that it is... I don't think it's necessary to shoot a 100-foot thing into space for art. I do think it is, in a way, very, very pretentious and kind of self-aggrandizing.
Oh,
you know
look at
what
us,
I mean?
self-aggrandizing. Remember when I said meticulous,
and
then later
I
in the day,
meticulous?
you said meticulous?
God, man, we're finishing each other's sandwiches all day.
It's like you and I are having the same...
Books.
Yeah, no.
Oh, thoughts.
No.
Feelings.
No.
I feel like I'm getting further and further from the word you're thinking. Ideas.
That's it.
Brain. Oh, ideas. I got it the first time.
Good job, Charlie.
And so this guy is, he's shooting it up, or woman, again, I'm still looking it up, shooting it into space. I understand, kind of dumb. I understand, kind of pretentious. Kind of self-satisfying, you know what I mean?
Just, oh, look at me.
But, to me, my whole take on it is, why not? Human beings, people are all upset for the same things that, like, I'd say mostly liberals are upset. Again, I don't take sides on anything. I cannot stress that enough. But a lot of liberals who are already, like, anti-litter, which I am, are like, well, you just have to shoot junk into space now. What's next? You're gonna just shoot junk everywhere. We're gonna litter the whole universe.
I'm just gonna throw this out there.
Uh-huh.
I think space, it'd be okay to pollute.
Yeah.
What's in space?
Right.
Nothing. It's a vacuum. It's a void.
There you go.
So...
Immediately, their point's kind of taken down by that. And also, I'd say, why not? Human beings should be able to fucking do that shit. You want to know why? Because human beings have been doing stuff because they can for fucking ever.
That's our entire mantra.
That's our modus operandi as humans.
I want to move these rocks to over there. But they're really heavy. You can't. Wait. I'm going to take this rock. I'm going to make it round. I'm going to put a spoke in it. What's a spoke? I don't know yet.
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to figure it out.
Right.
I'm going to take these 4 rocks over here. I'm going to put spokes in all 4, connect them. I don't know what I'm going to call it. A wheel. That's what I'm going to call it. You can't call it a wheel. Watch me.
And he did. And revolutionized the fucking world.
Hey,
and
see that horse? Yeah. I'm going to make it my slave.
How? How
Watch
could
me.
you do that? They're free as the wind.
Watch it. Watch me. I broke it.
Oh, but it loves you, it looks like.
Yeah, because I broke it.
Oh my god, you're a genius. Certainly, a lot of the things that humans
See that
do...
wolf? I'm going to make it depend on me.
How?
Watch me.
They're
I'm
free,
gonna...
but they're as free as the tundra ice.
I'm going to domesticate it.
What?
Domesticate.
That's a new word that I have never heard before.
I'm going to combine will and not. Won't.
Whoa, Jesus Christ, what do you call those?
See that big thing in the sky at night?
Yeah.
I'm going to go to it.
But that's God.
We'll see.
And we did.
And it wasn't God.
It wasn't God, it turns out.
It was the moon.
See, exactly. Certainly there have been things that humans have done that weren't super cool because they could just do them.
And we won't do bits about that.
We're not gonna do bits about those, but I'm talking about all the things that... I'm talking more so like humans laughing in the face of God. I support that above everything.
Same.
God didn't want us to, who doesn't exist, but if God existed...
Rip that Band-Aid off.
If God existed, he or she did not want us to go into the ocean.
I'm glad we did not assume God's gender.
Yeah. God didn't want us to go into the ocean.
We
or
did.
else they would have given us, gills. And so what did we do? We said, fuck you, God, and we made boats and submarines. God didn't want us to fly. Or else they would have given us wings. But what did we do? We said, fuck you, God, and we fucking built planes. And then God was like, you definitely can go into space. And
we went,
like,
oh yeah? Watch
fuck
us.
you. And we
'Cause
did.
We've said fuck you, God a few too many times in this podcast.
And then God...
And while there is no God, we can't necessarily prove that there definitely is no God.
Right.
And so just in case
Right, no,
there's
and
a
that's
God.
why, and that's why God punished us via Challenger. That really was, yeah. The going into space thing was one too many times.
Okay.
It was tragic. A teacher was there. It was so humans did say fuck God too many times, and then Challenger happened.
Oh God.
So yeah, I think I've said it the appropriate
So
amount
was
of times.
9/11 the you can't make buildings that tall?
I don't think so. I feel like that would have been for like the Chrysler Building or something.
Or George, your airport security is not that tight.
Are you saying that God possessed like 8 people?
Well, no.
Cut back in. It wasn't me this time. I thought it would have been me. Oh my God. So thank God. The one time it wasn't my fault for a cut. Jesus. That was like 0 to 60.
The joke was there.
The joke was that you made.
I made it.
I liked it.
It's funny.
It was funny.
It will get us murdered.
Yes. Oh my God. There's this. Have you seen Curb Your Enthusiasm before?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah. I love Seinfeld.
They have a new season out.
Yeah.
Now it just came out, and it's a really, really funny. Larry David For anybody, if you haven't watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, I recommend coming in on this season because it's very funny. Larry David, the writer of Seinfeld, you already know. He comes to his executive, and he pitches him this musical that he wants to be on Broadway, like his agent or something. And he's like, and the name of the musical is Fatwa, the musical, about the Ayatollah Khomeini and fucking, who was, not Gore Vidal, this one dude that the Ayatollah put a fatwa on, which is basically a hit.
Yeah.
In the Islamic world, on this guy. And he wants to make it a fucking thing. And so he goes on to Jimmy Kimmel and explains the musical to Jimmy Kimmel. And he's just trying to explain a fatwa, and he's doing these bits on the Ayatollah. Next day, the Ayatollah's on the news and is like, Larry David needs to be murdered. Even if he converts to Islam, he shall go to hell. And Larry David's just like, no! Was Jerry Seinfeld, was the main character not Jerry Seinfeld as a person?
No, George Costanza was based on Larry David, because Larry David was originally going to be George Costanza.
Oh.
So a lot of George Costanza bits are Larry David. Like the episode where George Costanza leaves a voicemail. Basically going off on something like, who do you think you are? And then realizing what he just did and then trying to sneak into her house to delete the voicemail. Larry David actually did that.
Oh my god.
Like some of those lines you can tell, like when George Costanza complains about pesto. It's like, pesto. Everybody likes pesto. I hate pesto. I feel like I should like pesto because everybody else likes it.
God.
That's a Larry David line. Or when he's like, Seattle, it's the pesto of the world.
I love him. Curb Your Enthusiasm is filled with lines like that. It's so good. It's so good. There's this guy, his name is like Big Carl or something, and he comes to Larry David's house, and he has this voice kind of like this, and you
have to talk like that in the podcast from now on.
He has his voice kind of like this, and he has his nephew there, and he says his nephew is like a baseball pitcher, champion. This is kind of how I get I'm trying to like get it like in character.
I'm so excited to hear you do the read through as Captain Charlie.
I'm excited too, man.
You got to do the voice.
I will. I got it good. I'm gonna be a voice actor one day, motherfucker. I'm gonna be voicing anime before you know it, dog. I'm gonna say that in the anime
that
all
new
the time.
Yokio show you keep.
Oh
all right.
God!
They are delivering it.
Okay, Neo Yokio. Just segue real quick. I've learned is genius, actually, it turns out. Because no matter how stupid or dumb or inaccurate or ridiculous it is, it was, I had a great time watching it.
Good.
I had a great time watching it. And I think that that's what the Vampire Weekend guy would have wanted. So he's like that. He has a fucked up voice, and his nephew, they all go into Larry's kitchen to make a sandwich, right? And they can't open the pickle jar. And they're all trying to open the pickle jar, and the kid gets the pickle jar, and Larry's trying to take it away from the kid. And the kid fucking like... What? What is that?
I have a phone call.
Oh my god. Could it... Oh.
I don't actually have a phone call.
Okay, and he breaks his elbow on like a fucking... He breaks his elbow on a thing, and Larry David's like, well, it wasn't my fault. He had to be a hero. And then his friend, his bodyguard or neighbor friend, on Curb Your Enthusiasm, the black guy, it was just like, he's... What?
You should just know his name.
It's the first episode of that show I've seen.
Okay.
I do not know his name. And he just goes, while the kid's running out because he's in pain, the guy's like, you're a valedictorian and you're playing baseball, you're doing too much. Like, it was bad luck for him to be so successful. And God, I love that fucking show. So I was, Larry David and Bernie Sanders are cousins. Did you know that?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No.
I did.
It was on a show.
I know that.
They just found out.
I know that.
Like 2 weeks ago.
I was alive 2 weeks ago, Charlie.
God, who do you know who watches that show? My mom's the only one who watches that show.
because I'm on Facebook, Charlie, and they put news stuff
They
on...
have been saying that. They have been posting that on Facebook for a lot, huh?
God, Charlie, you don't think.
I
You
don't think.
sometimes.
I don't think. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry I disappointed you again. I can't believe it. I'm such an idiot.
God damn it, Charlie.
God damn it. I have a weird thing. I have a tick because of abuse or something. Dude, Caleb, I'm going to tell you this right now. In high school, we were really, really stupid. And there was one time where Caleb just outright fucking slapped me in the face. Everybody laughed. And then it was just open season on Charlie for like 3 weeks, dude. Caleb, at random points in the day, would slap the shit out of me. This was before we were best friends.
The only time I slapped somebody was my friend Nick.
Uh-huh.
And it was literally, it had been like weeks of him poking and making jabs at me. And poking and making jabs at me, and I was ignoring it. And then one day, I forgot what he said, but it wasn't even like a plan where my brain went slap him. It was just he said something, and then I slapped him.
You were like, all right.
No, like not even like it was just like my arm did all of the thinking.
Yeah.
Where it was just like I forget. I like the fact that I don't even remember what he said shows how what he said was not affecting like mentally. It was just it was just.
Did you make good contact?
I did, dude. I slapped the shit out of him.
Oh,
and
shit,
he actually laughed. I was like, oh, fuck, dude.
But he was like, good shot?
He was like, I was waiting for that.
Damn, man. See, I have a bad problem with, like, pushing people's buttons.
Yeah, you do.
You know, that's probably why you didn't believe me when I said that Warning is one of my favorite Green Day albums. But
it makes no sense!
I've been punched in the face for pushing people's buttons more times.
I won't punch you in the face, but it makes
I
no
know.
sense.
But that's my history. I have been punched in the face several times.
I know you have.
And so now that we're actually going to be... This is something you're going to actually want to... That I'd like to talk about before the last thing that I'd like to talk about, the last thing I have on my docket. But check this out. Speaking of food, since we're... Oh my god, did I just... Okay. Speaking of food, since we're getting some delicious food here in a second from Domino's.
Yes.
Eat fresh?
No, that's...
What's that?
Move past it.
Domino's. It's a game you can play, too. I think is their signature thing. This restaurant called Cup It Up in Tucson, Arizona had to close in 3 days because it made, according to some media outlets, a pro-Trump, anti-global warming Facebook post. 3 days, record time. And you know what? Even though I feel like that people's political standing shouldn't fuck with, like, what they're doing with their, like, restaurants and stuff, I feel like a restaurant is the one business that shouldn't be made political.
I agree.
And I'll get into that. Like, I have this fully developed opinion on this since I read it the other day. But I'm going to read their Facebook post right now. Okay, check this out. It's time Cup It Up American Grill made a statement. We believe in and support 100% in the following. Our president, Donald J. Trump, always standing for the national anthem, the United States Armed Forces, first responders, repealing Obamacare, drug screening for welfare recipients, legal immigration, the Bill of Rights, less government, in God we trust. I'm going to get into that last one in a little bit after I read the rest of their post. We don't believe in or support the following. Those that don't respect our president, armed forces, and first responders, kneeling for the national anthem, anti-fascists. Now, that's fucking loony, okay?
They clearly don't know.
They don't know what anti-fascist...
They have no idea what the fuck they just said.
They have no idea what fascism is, for God's sakes. They fake news, political correctness, entitlements, global warming, big government, hate groups and hate crimes, which is oddly cool.
So,
but
fascists?
they're not.
Fascists?
Yeah, they're not talking about the same hate groups we would be talking about.
Like, say what you mean. Say what you mean. Black Lives Matter.
Yeah,
say what
that's
you mean.
what they mean. Late night hosts getting political celebrity expert opinions. Now, this is my first and biggest point on this fucking thing, okay? They don't like late night hosts, entertainers getting political. When they don't fucking realize that entertainment and reality have been hand in hand since time immemorial.
Since forever.
Since Greek morality plays. Since Shakespeare.
I mean, shit. Half of American movies during World War II were fucking American propaganda movies.
Political movies. Fucking authors have been making commentary about politics of their days.
Guess what?
For
dumbasses?
centuries.
Crucible's not really about the Salem witch trials.
Yeah, and guess what? The Dante's Inferno isn't really about hell. It's about fucking Italian politics. So these guys, and especially comedians, because they're definitely talking about like Jimmy Kimmel or any one of those guys.
Did you see that monologue after the Las Vegas shooting?
I don't think so, no.
You need to watch it.
Okay, I find it on YouTube.
I love Jimmy Kimmel. Like, no,
Dude.
He's like choked up the entire time. Because he's from Vegas.
Yeah.
And you gotta watch it.
Dude, The Daily Show, fucking Jon Stewart made me cry more than enough.
Trevor
times.
Noah.
Trevor Noah's great too. The Daily Show is one of those things, one of those beautiful things, where they take on these very serious topics and they're unbiased. If a Democrat...
They're literally just spouting facts.
If a Democrat does something stupid, they're gonna make fun of him.
Yeah.
If a Republican does something stupid, they're gonna make fun of him.
Everybody... Jon Stewart was friends with Anthony Weiner.
Oh, Anthony Weiner.
Yeah, Anthony Weiner was... Jon Stewart and Anthony Weiner were friends, and Jon Stewart still made fun of him for all of that stuff. And it wasn't a friend like, you see, it was a, what the fuck are you doing?
It was like, you were a politician. and
you're sending dick pics on Twitter?
Right. So
they attacked Hillary Clinton for all of her shit, too.
Right, yes, they did. And so these two guys, their agenda is flawed from the fucking start. They don't understand. Do you know what profession has never been political? Restaurateur.
Chick-fil-A.
Well, yeah, but Chick-fil-A hasn't changed legislation. Maybe they paid for anti-equality lobbyists, but they didn't fucking change anything and they didn't win. You've never heard of a chef making a filet mignon and saying that it's a statement on politics.
Yeah.
Maybe a chef says it's a statement on food, because they're innovating food, but they're never like, this is a statement on politics. These guys fucked it up for themselves by turning food political. Now get this. This is my biggest point. Food is absent of politics. In fact, many chefs on those fucking cooking shows and travel shows, they say that food transcends politics. It transcends borders or ethnicity. It does.
Yeah.
Because restaurants in America are one of the only places where people can fucking leave their politics at the door and enjoy something with one another.
Exactly.
No matter what walk of life the person sitting in the booth next to you is from, both of you are sharing an experience. You're sharing nourishment, and you're sharing joy and good flavor. You're sharing something where otherwise you wouldn't share that same opinion, you know? That food is bringing people together, and these guys turned something to one beautiful, like purely apolitical forum people have that is a restaurant, and they turned it into something shitty, and they paid for it. 3 days it took for them to shut their doors after that shit. And fuck these guys, they're pussies, alright? The people who own the Cup It Up American Grill are fucking pussies and hypocrites. You know what? They don't believe in political correctness. Do you know what? That's a pet peeve of mine when people say that, because that's a fucking lie.
Yeah.
They believe in political correctness when it applies to them.
See, that's what Love on Porpoise was all about.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Was that side of political correctness.
Yeah.
But all of the things they believe in, where it's like, oh, you don't stand for the national anthem? You hate America. No, I don't.
Yeah, if you didn't believe in political correctness, then you wouldn't give a fuck if I knew.
It's your version of political correctness. You believe that your version of political correctness is politically incorrect. Like, sorry that I think gay people are evil.
Right, exactly.
Why does everybody gotta be so politically correct when I say that gay people shouldn't be married?
I'm under attack. They always say that
Every
shit, man.
time.
You know what?
Just a differing opinion.
Whenever somebody says that they don't believe in political correctness, from now on, I'm just going to start talking shit to them.
Exactly. But you know what I don't believe in?
What?
That Warning is better than American Idiot.
I'm not saying it is. I never did. I said to me, I prefer it. I listen to it more.
So we're going to close this podcast out with power ranking Green Day CDs.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to try and not yell at you.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so how many Green Day... Uno, Dos, and Trey are out. They're terrible. I'm not going to put them in my fucking power ranking.
Okay.
So we got 21st Century Breakdown. We have American Idiot. We have Warning. We have Nimrod. We have Insomniac. We have Dookie. We have 10,039 Smoothed Out Slappy Hours. We have Kerplunk. And we have Revolution Radio.
Okay.
That's 9?
Yeah.
All right, so we got to rank them, the 9 in order.
Okay.
Of least best to best.
Okay.
Number 9.
I'm going to say, for me, it's 21st Century Breakdown.
Yeah. It really is not that good a CD.
It's not that good.
It really isn't. It's got a few songs that are good, but
Right.
I mean, like, to follow American Idiot with that, it was like, okay.
Didn't they try to make a musical out of it?
They made a musical out of American Idiot, and they put songs from that album in there. Number 8?
I'm going to say number 8 would be...
Warning.
Would you say... Okay. What's your number 8?
Number 8 is Warning, because it's not a good CD. It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's got good songs. It's catchy. But, I mean, like, compared to the rest of their stuff, no. Not even close.
Yeah. My number 8 is Nimrod.
That's number 7.
Okay, cool. My number 7 is... What were the ones we had left? We have Dookie, 1039, Kerplunk, American Idiot.
Revolution Radio.
No, I mean left. What do we
Insomniac.
have left? Insomniac. Shit, I'm going to say my number 7 is going to be... I'm going to say... Fuck, I have to be unbiased. I'm going to say, as far as content goes, not preference, but content, that's where I'll put Warning.
Okay.
All
right.
Because contextually...
It's got a bunch of really lame songs.
I am going to not surprise you at the end of this. What's your number 6?
Number 6 it would be 10,039 Smoothed Out Slappy Hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. It's their first CD.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's just like, compared to everything else they made, it's fine.
Yeah, it is good. I'm going to say Kerplunk.
See, then Kerplunk would be number 5 for me.
I'm switching. I'm going to say Kerplunk and then 1039.
Well, Kerplunk is just better.
Yeah. I think that I just like, I don't know, I like 1039 because of all of those, because of the solos and melodies.
Yeah.
And Kerplunk, I enjoy
that was just
for
relatable,
reasons, I guess.
In the age we were in when we heard 10,039, it was just was what was going on in our lives.
Oh man, and I remember finding songs from it on my brother Peter's iPod.
Yeah.
And for the first time being like, we connect.
Number 4, Revolution Radio.
I agree.
Awesome.
As far as content goes.
Oh, it's a good CD.
Yeah.
Number 3?
I'm going to say American Idiot.
I would... Insomniac.
So we switch that. My number 2 is Insomniac.
Insomniac's so good.
Yeah,
it's such a good CD. It's fucking underrated as shit.
Yeah.
Number 2 for me, obviously, American Idiot.
Uh-huh.
And then number 1,
because
it's Dookie.
It's Dookie.
Why would it be any other CD?
Yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't be.
It's Dookie.
Yeah.
The sound of the 90s is Dookie.
Yeah. I mean, oh my god. So every other pop punk band tried to... They are I'll call them alternative.
All right. It's better than what you just called them.
But pop punk bands that came around and saw Green Day, or Green Day was an influencer on them, they were like, when Dookie came out, they were like, I want to be in movies and have music videos.
Yeah.
And then we get like Sum 41, and although I enjoy no all killer no filler and
Ugh,
shit.
Fuck.
It's
Gross.
And they're Good Charlotte, for God's sakes. Oh my god.
Okay, let's stop talking about bands that got influenced by Green Day because you're bumming me out. All right, everybody.
Yeah, that's I guess that's the end of the podcast.
Thanks for watching Cruelty Free Podcast.
And for it, I'm Charlie.
I'm Connor.
And have a lovely day and stay safe out there.